All we need to do is follow the instructions. This should be easier than your mom on a Saturday night. Please choose a password. Password. Well, we got it right that your password must be at least 5 characters. It must include a number. Password 1. It is unbreakable. And we're up to 9 whole characters, so that would take a lot of time to brute force. 1 uppercase letter. Password 1. Your password must include a special character. I'm a special character. I'm also trying to do this in a way that it's easiest to type because I'm extra lazy. Password 1 with some emphasis. The digits in your password must add up to 25. My first thought was, okay, good, I'm going to put a 24 in, but that doesn't work now, does it? So being the efficient moron that I am, we're going to go 9 plus 9 plus 6. Could you imagine if all passwords were this difficult? I feel like that would actually be a good thing in a way because people would get their stuff broken into a lot less, but we'd still be spending our time making passwords. Your password must contain a month of the year, May, and a Roman numeral as well, I. I is a Roman numeral, isn't it? Oh, a big case I. Password 1996, may I? Moving on to rule number 8, your password must include one of our sponsors. I think Shell is going to be the easiest for me to type out. Starbucks wasn't going to happen. Pepsi, not bad. Shell's the easiest. The Roman numerals in your password should multiply to 35. So are they multiplying themselves? So if you go like V would be 5, and then I would be 1 and 1, I suppose. 5 times 1 times 1 would be 5. I can see now this is maybe going to get difficult. Okay, turns out the multipliers, so 7 times 5, 35. And that definitely took 35 seconds longer than it should have, but all the rules are good. Rule number 10, password must include this CAPTCHA. I think that's an XGCXY, and it's happy. Your password must include today's Wordle answer. Seriously? Do I actually have to open up Wordle? What's Wordle? 5 letters? We got a 5-letter word, and I'm panicking on this one of all of them for some reason. Okay, I just did a Wordle and it was crowd, which it doesn't like. So, alright, I guess we're gonna do a full game of Wordle to see what the word is today. We're gonna start with guess, which is a terrible way to start, but we'll see if we got any letters, not a 1. Okay, for our next horrible one, we're going with trick, which should get us hopefully something. Okay, we're eliminating a lot of the letters that it's not. There's probably an A, there's probably an O. We're going with board. Is that gonna get us anywhere? We got the O and the A. The O is in the right place, the A is somewhere else. Given what we have, WOMAN could actually be what we're looking for, and it is absolutely not, but we eliminated a few of the others. Something that actually fits very nicely is loyal, and we got a winner. Okay, so adding loyal into that, it actually worked. I don't know how it knows what today's Wordle answer is, but that's okay, we're moving on. Okay, another tricky one. Rule 13, your password must include the current phase of the moon as an emoji. I have no idea what the current phase of the moon is. After quick googling, I've learned that the moon is in a waxing gibbous phase today. How to demonstrate that with an emoji, I have no idea. So another quick Google later, and I have exactly what I need. That's a waxing gibbous moon, which is the moon phase today. Now we're going Geoguessr with it. Your password must include the name of this country. We're allowed to take a look. Well, it's something very tropical. It's very blue water, Caribbean. Is it the Bahamas? It's not the Bahamas, so we got like 90 other tropical countries to go through. I'm thinking that if I just spend enough time kind of looking around, I'll eventually get some kind of clue, but so far all I know is it looks fairly tropical. Okay, I think I found exactly the clue I'm looking for. Israel it is. I can only imagine these are gonna get harder. Your password must include the best move in algebraic chess notation. I don't even know what it's asking me right now. But if I'm understanding this correctly, it's asking what my next move would be, which would probably be the knight to this space. That should put it in checkmate because I think that's their king, and then it can't move anywhere else because the castle, I can't remember what it's called, will kill it. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be like e4 to f2. So we're going to put that down for now, e4, f2, and then we're going to figure out how to actually make that make sense. Okay, turns out I just had it. It wasn't the knight that had to move, it was the rook. The rook had to move to g1 and the plus means it's check. So it slides up, check. Now the digits in my password must add up to 25. So we have 9 plus 9 plus 1 plus 6. So we've got to remove some somewhere. And I can see how this is going to start to get annoying now because this was also one I skipped over, including a leap year. I just happened to have it earlier for 1996. So we also need a leap year, but it needs to be a smaller number. And I think leap years happen every 4 years, so we just got to subtract back from 1996. We could try 1980, and then we could just add some numbers at the end to make it add up to 25. So I think if I just throw a 6 somewhere at the end, then that's just going to work. This is my chicken Paul. He hasn't hatched yet. Please put him in your password and keep him safe. Okay, I think we can just go ahead and put him here. And the elements in your password must have atomic numbers that add up to 200. Okay, so we have a PA, an I, an S, an RG, a VI, and an IV. I don't know what their atomic numbers are, but I'm gonna have to look that up apparently. Well, PA by itself is 91, and I'm gonna have to put a separate notepad up to start keeping track of this. So as it currently sits, we're gonna have to do some restructuring because the I's alone add up to 159 because there's 3 of them. But thinking about it, we can actually start to use some of these rules to our advantage now because we need a uppercase letter, but they don't necessarily all have to be. So if we turn Israel into Israel, okay, it likes that, nothing happened. So as long as we leave one capital here and there, we can take out the higher of the problems. So what we're looking for is arsenic twice. So we're at an even 200. All the vowels in your password must be bolded. I feel like that's going to be a problem. Bold, 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 bold. Why do we have to do it this way? But so far, okay. What is, oh, it's a fire. Oh, okay. No. Oh, we're losing the whole thing. Uh-oh. That's actually hard to put out. Okay, good. Right back to where we left off. Yeah, that sucked. The benefit of recording this as I go is I can just look back at my previous recording, and then when I want to copy it, I can. Now if I want to put it back, it's as easy as pasting. So I guess I'll go back to work putting things in bold, and hopefully there's not another fire, but if there is, all I gotta do is press Ctrl-V. Your password is not strong enough. Does it need one of these? I think it needs one of these. Oh, is it gonna trick me though? I should put this on the clipboard somewhere, shouldn't I? Because I'm worried it's trying to trick you because you have to rebuild all that, so now you copy it, so now if you do it again, it's going to make another fire. Or this is just a more mundane trick than I think. It's not strong enough, so we'll add a few more of these guys. Now it's strong enough. Your password must contain one of the following. I am enough. Because I'm not loved, I'm not worthy, but I'm enough for, I don't know, moths. And we got that in there, so we ruined our elements again, and I need to bold some more things while watching out for fires. Paul is now hatched. Please don't forget to eat him. He eats 3 caterpillars every minute. Not on my watch, he doesn't. Paul can starve. Okay, I guess he's got what he needs. Whatever, Paul is happy. Your password must include a URL of a 4-minute and 50-second long YouTube video. How do I even find that? So for that, I literally just searched into YouTube a 4:56 video and scrolled. Paul has starved. I forgot about that. Wasn't 3 minutes. That wasn't even close to 3 minutes. Okay, Paul is starved. I don't miss him. Because Paul is starved, I think we need to actually restart. Okay, the fire came back, but I put it out before I even had a chance to record it, but it didn't do too much damage this time. CGB. And Paul is hatched. Now I need to feed him these. Oh, which Paul is it? Can I get rid of that one? I didn't realize I had 2 Pauls. Okay, so he's going to eat a lot of these. He eats 3 every minute. I thought it was 1 per minute for 3 minutes. So we're going to give Paul lots to eat so he doesn't ever annoy me ever again. Paul was overfed? You kidding me? I think Paul's my mortal enemy. We need to do something about Paul. But now we have an interesting advantage. We know what to expect. And now that I've had a little time and space to think about it, we can do it easier. So I'm going to put him up here near the beginning where I hopefully do not have to mess with him ever again. He's going to hatch here. We're going to leave that spot well alone. And stupid Paul has hatched, so we need to give him some of these. I didn't realize before I could put them away from him. So if we put them here, we don't risk deleting Paul and ruining our game. Now we need a 30-minute and 40-second YouTube video. The biggest thing in this game is just remain calm. Don't panic, you have plenty of time if you're calm. I have found what I'm looking for, the right length, and that was accepted, and now we got to change everything around again. They must add up to 25, so I need to actually take a look at this link to make sure nothing here is going to work against me in the future. But because there's an 8 and a 9 in the link, I might actually have to find a different video, or I can try and peel my leap year even further back into like 1. Okay, year 100 was a leap year, so I only have 1 digit to deal with there. That's perfect. That's going to help me out in a big way. Okay, so I once again rebalance things so the atomic numbers add up to 200. The YouTube link is going to be the biggest problem because it's got a capital D, which is Roman numeral 500, which obviously adds up to more than 35. So the YouTube link is very important to get right. So good news, everyone. Right as I found the link to the new video, my power went out, so we restarted again. It is actually days later, but we're right back to where we were. Luckily, I have to find a video with a much shorter length, so there's more videos, so I have more options for this. So right now, we're just following back to the rules. Okay, it turns out the link I had wasn't going to work. There was a Roman numeral in it. We can't have any of those. I think I got one now. I think no Roman numerals, but I've said that before. Okay. For the first time ever, it feels like we're actually making progress. Now we need to add them back up to 25. That's easy. We can just take out some of the other numbers we don't need anymore. Which brings us to rule 25. A sacrifice must be made. Pick 2 letters that you no longer will be able to use. That's not a great deal of fun. It says I'll no longer be able to use it. I don't know if it would invalidate it moving backwards, but X's there's a lot of, there's a V. There's all sorts of things that are really gonna hurt to lose. But I did just realize I don't think I have a Q anywhere. I think a Q and a J are going to be the ones to remove because I doubt I'll need them or miss them. I've never used them in my life. So Q and J, sacrifice, everything is okay. Rule 26, your password must contain twice as many italic characters as bold. Well, there's already a lot of bold. I can count these out, or I might just start changing them until it's happy. Okay, I think I counted even 25 bold, so we need 50 italics. Okay, I miscounted the first time. We had 26 bold, therefore we needed 52 italics, and I missed like this L. But we're good now. Rule 27, at least 30% of your password must be in Windings font. So I can't change any of this, I don't think, into Windings because then it's not going to be valid, and I especially don't want to delete my stupid chicken. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing that says I can't just go like this till it's at least 30%. And the password's going to get longer, but at some point this will take up 30% of the password and everyone's going to be happy. Perfect, we're happy. Okay, that was a really easy rule. I was concerned it wasn't going to let me do that, but we got away with it. Your password must include this color and hex. See, that's going to be a problem because that's going to add letters and numbers. And also, I don't know what this color and hex is. I'm also scared to open Photoshop because it's an Adobe program that's going to crash my entire computer. A little bit of struggle later, I think I've got the hex code, and of course it's in Windings because I didn't change it back. So that's probably not bad. Those are low numbers. I think I could work with that at least for now. Well, you see, this could be a problem because I've got the hex code there. I've tried on 2 different monitors to get this green, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So now I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with the hex code. It's accepted it, but it hasn't accepted it. It says all Roman numerals must be in Times New Roman. That's rule 29 after the hex code, so that's fine. We will change these to Times New Roman. Okay, it turns out for the hex code, all it wanted was the pound sign, the number sign in front of it. I did a Googling. That was apparently the most likely cause. Turns out it was right. We're moving on. Yep, so these just get more and more fun. The font size of every digit must be equal to its square. So a 5 I think has to become 25 because I can think. So I think that's what it wants me to do. It seems to be liking that so far. The square of 0s and 1s, it doesn't seem to like them already, but we'll figure that out. I guess they're a default size. So this is also going to get hard too because like I turn a 0 to a 0 and it turns into literally 0 size. So these will get hard to see, and well, we'll work with this. We'll figure this out as we go. And a 2 becomes a 4. Every instance of the same letter must have a different font size. Outstanding. The best part is, for all of my Windings, I think I use the same letter a million times over, so those all need to be different sizes. Well, at this point, we're just kind of committed, so I'm just going to start changing things into, 12s, 13s, and if they don't like that, we'll change them again into a 16. We'll make it work. Okay, I'm not sure what happened. I must have deleted something because suddenly a lot of my things changed, so I've got some catching up to do. I still got to change a bunch of sizes of these things, unfortunately. Okay, my strategy now is turning these into B's because that's whatever that symbol is, and then I can just change it to whatever size I need it to be, and we're just going to gradually work our way along. Okay, I got all the sizes different, so every instance of a letter is a different size from every other instance of the same letter, including the stupid Windings. I also had to replace a few numbers, so we need to change these back into their square sizes, so they're going to get really small and basically invisible. But we still need at least 30% of my password to be Windings, so we need to add a few different letters in Windings. Your password must include the length of your password, which I think is 169. So that's going to add some numbers that I don't love. If I'm understanding that that's what it wants, we're going to add 169 up here. That didn't seem to work because it's 171 now. Okay, so 171. Does that make it happy? That seems to change a lot of things that didn't make it very happy. I don't really know what it wants. It's 170 now because the stupid chicken keeps changing. But that seems to be what it wants. It depends on how many caterpillars there are, obviously, because I need to keep adding these because it keeps subtracting them from me. But that's probably a pretty good sign that we're getting close to the end. So we're at 170, 172. So if I put 172 right now, a lot of the passwords are happy, except I've got to make these a perfect squares. And we need to have things add up to a certain size. So we're going to get rid of some of the old numbers we don't need anymore. Okay, for now I'm going to go for 170 as the amount I need because that's when I have 5 caterpillars. So if I had 5 caterpillars, it's going to be very happy. And then the only thing I need to do is numbers up to 25 and twice as many italics as bold with 5 caterpillars. So right now I'm just slowly making anything I can italic. I didn't do a lot of the like equal signs and slashes before. I can do that now until it's happy. Although it's continually going to be a rebalancing because now the 30% rule doesn't work. Okay, now the only rule we have is must add up to 25 as long as we have the correct amount of caterpillars going. I don't exactly know where all the numbers are anymore, so this is going to get difficult to make it add up to 25 because there could be numbers all throughout here that are just too small to see anymore. Okay, to try and track down the numbers that I'm missing somewhere in here, I'm just going to copy paste basically all of this and paste it in a notepad to see what I'm missing. Okay, factoring in the hex numbers, all I had to do was change a 4 into a 1 because we had to subtract 3. So now the only thing I really need to change is twice as many italic as bold. I don't know where we're at for either number. I can't see anymore, so we're guessing. Okay, I got it. I changed a few windings into italics and I was happy with that. And we're on to the next rule already. So we're going to put a few more caterpillars in. Okay, so the length of your password must be a prime number. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. 171, it might actually be a prime number. I think we picked 170 though, which isn't a prime number. Okay, it turns out 171 isn't a prime number, but 173 is. So I've added 2 more windings. That did change the numbers around a little bit, but that's going to give me a prime number on 5 caterpillars. Then all I need is the digits of my password to add up to 25. So I'm just going to once again count them all up and see where we're at. Okay, I'm at 24 up top. I adjust the hex number down below, so we need to balance those out. Then we'll adjust the numbers up top. I'm scared to change things at this point, but I'm pretty sure if I change this 5 to a 2, that adds it up to 25, and then I just need to change it to its appropriate size. So if I change this 2 to a 4, then as the thing cuts down, your password must include the current time. That's not fun because I need to add 3 digits that are also numbers, so that's going to change the whole equation again.
Rule 35 sucks.
Okay, it's coming up on 3 a.m. So I'm just going to put this in right now and that's going to sit there for a sec. Then I'm going to take away 3 windings and hopefully this doesn't cause anything too major to blow up. So we need more windings though, because at least 30% needs to be. So we're going to have to fight through this for a minute. I did just realize though, I can use the caterpillars to adjust the sizes need be, so I can stick to 173. I just need to make sure all the other rules work. As long as I have the right amount of caterpillars, as soon as I hit the right time, which is in 4 minutes, I think we've done it. Yeah, that's it. All the rules are happy. Everything's happy. I just need to wait until the right time, which is in 4 minutes. Yeah, I think the biggest secret to doing this is just to stay calm. Don't panic. Just stay calm, place caterpillars, and think. I guess my only concern now is how the time needs to be laid out. It's coming up on 3 a.m., so I put 3.00. So hopefully it's okay with that, but it's about to tip over to 3 o'clock exactly. So I might have to replace the caterpillar as it does. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Why doesn't it accept the time? It's 3 o'clock. I did it. Oh, wait, there we go. Is this your final password? Yes. Retype your password. Okay, I did copy paste it. I've been copy pasting it as we go. How much time do I have? Okay, I think I can do this. Okay, we're gonna paste that in. Your passwords must match. The sizes are different, aren't they? Oh, I've got to retype that whole thing. Didn't realize I had to do it like that. I might have copied it somewhere else had I known I had to repeat this. Well, I mean, this is the password. I just need to follow the rules. Like these are both size 1, etc. So I might actually be able to do this. I'm going to blame this on how late it is, but I just realized finally as I was doing this top row and getting it almost done that once you get the letters right, the pink background goes away, so I can actually just adjust these as I want and it will confirm when they're right or not. Look at this beautiful art I've created. We're so close, it's just this one L that for some reason doesn't want to play ball. It exactly matches the L up above, everything else matches, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And just to make sure I'm not going entirely crazy, I've moved this whole thing into Photoshop. I've cut out the upper L so I can set it beside the lower L to see if there is a difference. They look the same to me, so I'm not sure why this one is somehow not matching this one in the game's eyes. But hilariously, I'm sure one person's going to watch this video and go, oh, by the way, it was something like this. It's that easy. And then I'm going to feel stupid. I think I actually figured it out. I was just about to close it when I decided to zoom in and see the other L beside it to see if there's anything strange going on with it. If I delete the other L, look what happens. This cell goes into the right place and it's happy now and everything else gets mad. So I'm pretty sure I just swapped the L's. The small L is supposed to be this one. So I'm hoping if I turn this down to 25, oh, maybe it still doesn't work. Well, I've again tried every combination of bold, italic, and different sizes. I'm considering that I won the game. They match, good enough, I'm out.